The iPhone 6 came out in September 2014, and though not exactly a year, I believe I can definitively say exactly what my thoughts are on the iPhone 6. My thoughts on the iPhone 6 have changed quite a lot actually. Originally when I got the phone, I was in love with it, but as time has gone on, I have realized the only thing that I originally liked about it was the larger screen. It simply fails to offer an experience that is anything other than an iPhone. Listen, I still have nothing against the iPhone, but the experience of using it for years gets quite repetitive at times, and I feel as though I am ready to move on. I understand that the place the iPhone has in the smartphone world, but its target demographic is just something I am not a part of. I've had the iPhone for years now, and I should realize that it is something that does not fit me a long time ago, and it is because of these feelings that I know now exactly what the iPhone is lacking. The design of the iPhone 6 is something that I was infatuated with at first, but now I have realized it is nothing special. There are a lot of people who did not like the antenna lines, but in reality, I have no problem with them. It's just, it feels too bland. The weight of the phone and thinness of the phone are no issue, it's simply not special compared to other phones on the market right now. I understand that this is not specific to this phone, but it's the software that runs it, iOS. iOS has pretty much been the same for years now, and it is the software that has made me tired of this phone. The design, though a bit lackluster, is not the issue. It's iOS. iOS is a repetitive, boring, stale, lackluster system that controls everything you do and offers little to no customization.
Apple, I just don't understand why you won't let your customers customize their own things.
Now that I've ranted a bit briefly about what I do not like about the 6, let me go over what I do in fact like about this phone. The camera is fantastic, the battery is quite good, the phone runs smoothly, and it is a quite pleasant experience.
Like previous iPhones, the iPhone 6 will probably be sold by Apple for the next few years. And my question and sort of my thing that I want to tell you guys is, do I think that it will be able to survive? And you know, the thing is, I do. You know, I think any flagship now will be able to survive the coming years. I mean, we understand there's brand new flagships that come out every single year, and the iPhone 6 is no exception. The iPhone 6 is it's not stellar by any means, but it also means that it's not bad. Apple does make a solid phone, and honestly, I think after 1 year of usage, I think as long as with any other phone, like any other iPhone, as long as it holds up for a year. I know like the iPhone 4 had its problems at the beginning, and other iPhones have had sort of problems, but the iPhone 6 has had a pretty smooth rollout, and it's typical Apple. I mean, of course, I may not be satisfied, and other people may not be satisfied exactly what with Apple's doing, but there is one thing that is clear: Apple makes solid phones that work. And it used to be a problem with Android, where sometimes the Android just wouldn't work as it was intended. But with the iPhone, that's not really an issue. And I hope that in the coming years, the iPhone 6 will be able to handle new updates. And after a year, I can definitely say that the iPhone 6 has held up quite well.